Look at your cat right now, just sleeping their entire life away while you work all day to pay the rent and buy their expensive wet food. The only thing this furry little freeloader actually does for you is knock your favorite things off the counter and loudly demand treats at 3 in the morning. We are going to fix this toxic relationship today by upgrading your lazy pet into an actual gravity-defying ninja. You heard me correctly, because I am going to walk you through the exact steps to teach your cat how to do a flawless backflip. You probably think this is completely impossible, but cats are biologically built for this nonsense since their spines are incredibly flexible and they naturally jump like crazy. Before we begin, you really need to prepare yourself for failure and maybe some mild blood loss if your cat gets a little too aggressive during training. You only need 2 very specific tools for this mission, so please do not go wasting your hard-earned money on expensive animal training gear. Cats absolutely do not care about your verbal praise or affection, but they will gladly sell their soul for a high-value treat that stinks so bad it makes you gag. The second tool you need is a wand toy with a feather, but please do not use a laser pointer because those just make cats depressed and frustrated. Now let us dive directly into step 1, which is simply getting your lazy cat to stand all the way up on their back legs. You are going to hold the gross, smelly treat just above their nose, but do not pull it away too fast, or they will just quit and go back to sleep. Once they actually stand up on their back legs, you have to give them the treat immediately so they instantly know they did a good job. Boom, you just completed the very first phase, and you can basically call yourself a professional animal trainer right now. Do not get too cocky though, because they are merely standing up, and the actual flipping part is significantly harder to teach. Step 2 requires you to get them off the ground by holding the treat just out of reach, so they are forced to do a tiny, pathetic hop. When they finally do this little 2-inch jump, you need to praise them and hand over treats like they just won an Olympic gold medal. You have to repeat this specific hopping step every single day without rushing the process, because extreme patience is literally the only way this trick works. If you try to push them too hard too fast, they will absolutely just walk away and probably go poop in your favorite pair of shoes out of spite. Once they are jumping reliably, we move to step 3, which is creating the backward arc to build their flipping momentum. Instead of holding the target straight up, you need to move it slightly over their head towards their back, so they have to reach backward while jumping. At first, your cat is just going to fall over backward and look like a total idiot while trying desperately to catch the toy. It is completely fine to laugh at them, but make sure you still give them a treat so they do not lose their motivation and quit. Slowly but surely their brain will start to understand that they need to flip their momentum instead of just falling over like a heavy sack of potatoes. This exact moment is where the famous cat riding reflex naturally kicks in to save the day and protect them from falling on their back. Cats have this ridiculous biological ability to always land on their feet, no matter what weird, awkward position they are currently in. We are simply going to hijack this built-in physics engine and use it to force them into completing a full backflip. Step 4 is the final boss fight, where you move the wand toy in a fast, tight circle to force the full backward rotation. They will jump straight up and throw their head violently backward to catch the feather before it escapes their line of sight. Their front paws will go up and their back legs will kick over their head, pushing them entirely upside down in midair. Because of that reflex we talked about earlier, they will naturally twist their flexible spine and land right on their feet. Your cat probably has absolutely no idea what just happened to its body, but you need to instantly shower them in a massive mountain of treats. Now, before you go crazy trying this trick at home, I need to give you some very serious troubleshooting advice so nobody ends up getting hurt. If your cat is heavily overweight, please do not force them to do gymnastics, because they will definitely hurt their joints and tear something. You will end up rushing them to the emergency vet and paying massive medical bills, which is exactly the opposite of what we want to happen today. This trick really only works best with young, energetic cats who already love to jump on your kitchen counters and cause absolute chaos anyway. My final serious warning is to keep your precious face and hands far away from the danger zone when the cat is flying through the air. When a cat gets confused while upside down, they will blindly grab onto absolutely anything nearby to stabilize themselves before they hit the ground. If your face is too close, they will use your nose as a landing pad, and you will look like you lost a bare-knuckle fight with a kitchen blender. So remember, the entire process is just the vertical stand, then the small hop, then the backward arc, and finally the full circle motion. Just remember that training a cat takes a ridiculous amount of patience because they are definitely not dogs, and they really do not care about pleasing you. You essentially have to trick their tiny little brains into thinking that doing a backflip was entirely their own brilliant idea from the very beginning. If you do this right, you can record them doing the trick and go massively viral on the internet to get millions of views. Then you can finally start making some sweet ad revenue off your freeloader pet to pay back all that expensive rent money. Go try this crazy trick at home today and come back to let me know exactly how many scratches you ended up getting.